Hello Pisces, welcome to your week ahead. This is for all Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign placement. Pisces, I already shuffled and laid out your spread, so let's get into your reading, Pisces. This was rather interesting. First off, Pisces, when I was shuffling in the pre-shuffle, you had two cards that fell out. Those two cards are the Queen of Wands and the Sun. Okay? Fire energy here. A lot of fire energy here. So, I feel with this Queen of Wands and the Sun, you could be dealing with a child, or you could be focused on how to have contentment or positive outcomes with any struggles or adversities and achieve some sort of small victory at least. But you also may be focused on creative action or trying to figure out how to respond or how to act upon a matter where you are looking to either have an opportunity, have success, have happiness, receive rejuvenation in a situation, or perhaps even to receive some help and assistance, where you're looking to see how to prosper. Now, something could be coming to light. It also is possible, Pisces, that it's either you or someone that you're dealing with that is behaving either arrogantly or just extremely disinterested in participating in putting in the energy and effort towards rejuvenating something or having success or to address a struggle or issue and see how to obtain some sort of victory around it. Or you may be, or who you're dealing with is giving you an issue where you may be experiencing delays, or you could be causing delays. It's almost as if there is the creation here is to be inactive or to not respond, or you're dealing with someone who's behaving with you in this way. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now you could be getting some sort of epiphany. And so in your week ahead, your theme, you have the Fire Prince. Optimism, aggression, 40 reducing to a 4. So you could be focused on your stability or how to restructure something. You could be focusing on something needing hard work or laying a foundation. You could be about all work and no play. You could be focusing on manifestation and security. But with optimism and aggression here, I feel that you are looking to keep a positive attitude, or you may need to keep a positive attitude. And with aggression here, you may want to be careful about how you assert yourself. Be careful where you may start a fire, because you might not be able to put that shit out. So be mindful of your aggression towards what you're dealing with or encountering, or who you're involved with or engaging, because you could end up doing too much and causing yourself some more issues, complications, or delays if you're already experiencing that. So your focus in the week ahead is you have this Three of Swords clarified by the Five of Wands and the Lovers. So with the Three of Swords, you are experiencing some sort of disappointment, some sort of unhappiness, hurt, or pain that you may be looking to recover from regarding some sort of competition or challenge or strife, or you trying to initiate or bring about a change, and you may be frustrated by that or disappointed. You could be involved in a three-party situation where there's strife or challenges in communication or seeing eye to eye, or possible cheating where someone hurt you or caused you to suffer, or you could be focusing on causing someone to suffer or causing someone pain. But with this as your focus, you're either looking to recover from disappointment and heal it, or you are dealing with some sort of disappointment or suffering either happening to you or you causing it, because there's some sort of strife or challenges where there may be competition or where you're struggling to be able to change or diffuse a matter. And with the Lovers here, you could be dealing with a Gemini who have this energy in your chart, but with the Lovers here, this may very well be regarding a relationship, a union, a commitment, or a decision that was made, or a lack of decision, where with the Lovers here, there could have been some conflict in a connection or disappointment, unhappiness, a poor choice may have been made. But this is where you may be trying to make a head over heart decision. And there may be a need for you to focus on integrity, or you may be focused on integrity, or you may be focused on your desires more so than you are on being logical. So in the recent past, Pisces, you do have the Ten of Cups. And with this Ten of Cups, it is also clarified by the Ace of Swords and the Tower. So in the recent past, you managed to achieve some sort of happiness or fulfillment, or there was a matter regarding family or relationship where you were able to gain clarity, truth, or you were able to cut away what no longer served you and avoid a disaster, or you were able to create a reset or weather some adversities or avoid adversities or bring it into something that was anxiety provoking or anxiety causing, where you were able to perhaps shake something up, or you may have been able to come to an epiphany. But this is you performing a sudden change or avoiding something where in the recent past it allowed you to have fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, or allowed you to be happy in the recent past, or it was concerning family. Now at present, Pisces, you have the Hermit and Temperance. So with the Hermit, you are seeing what you can do to temper the situation, to maintain balance, to maintain stability. You are focusing on what matters most. You are analyzing and examining, and you may be focused on a possible lack of compassion, or you may be trying to gain perspective. Now, you also could be dealing with some sort of hostility at present, where you're looking to come up with solution that tempers the situation, where you may be trying to be patient or needing patience with the focus to having proper measure, being very creative, focusing on creating and establishing and maintaining harmony, self-control, being focused on your aims with the goal of balance and being sensible and doing things in moderation. This is where you are at present. So in the future, you do have the Ace of Cups. So you may be focused on an opportunity. This could be an opportunity in love, or an opportunity or offer that has an emotional component attached to it that brings you happiness, or has new potential, or allows you to recenter in some way, or allows you to have a new beginning, or allows for you to have inspiration or perhaps receive a gift that with this Ten of Swords allows you to bring it into complications and difficulties, very serious complications and difficulties, and for you to be able to swiftly move away from that and have progress through your action or through communication or news or message. Now, your attitude, Pisces, is you have the Four of Cups and the King of Coins. So your attitude here is you may be discontented or not happy with the way things are, the way things have gone. But I do feel that you may be bored or disinterested, experiencing some apathy with what's going on around you, where you may be not focused on how to manage it, or you may need to show some interest and try to see how you can create opportunities to manage a situation that you are bored by. Because if you look at this Four of Cups, this person is just disinterested, and these cats are going the hell off. These cats are pissed. There's cats, there's dogs, everybody's angry. So you're discontented with that. You're tired of that. You're disinterested. You're bored. Or you may be the one who's upset and angry with someone who is behaving bored or disinterested, or is not making you happy, or interested in bringing you some sort of contentment in the situation. And you want this managed with the King of Coins. You want this taken care of, and this may be a family matter because this is a King of Coins with his wife and child. So you may be wanting something to be worked on or built or created to manage the situation. Now, your concern is you do have the Eight of Cups. So you may be concerned about whether or not you can move on from a situation that you're not happy with. And with this Knight of Wands clarifying, you may be concerned about whether or not you can move on, or whether or not someone that you are focused on at this time will take action to address the unfulfillment you're experiencing, or to come and assist you to move on in the situation. Or you may be concerned about whether or not you can move on from the situation because you may be trying to avoid taking action and getting involved in a matter that may not be concerning you, or that you are not concerned with, or you don't want to be concerned with. And with the Empress, this may be how you move on and what can you do, or how do you creatively navigate this so that you see and gain what you want in the situation. You may be concerned about whether or not you get receptivity, or you may be concerned about being looked to for receptivity and kindness. Or you may be concerned whether or not you will receive kindness in a situation. And so your challenge here, Pisces, is you do have death. So you have the challenge of trying to bring something to an end, trying to change it, trying to let go of it or be released by it. Where with the Nine of Cups, you may be focused on your happiness, your satisfaction, your fulfillment. The caution here is there any overindulging with this challenge on your part or what it surrounds? And with the Two of Swords, with the ability to have peace or do what gives you peace in your choice or decision. And so your likely outcome that is also your advice, you have the Five of Coins. So this is you focusing on how to recover, where you may be experiencing some sort of lack or feeling out in the cold or at a loss. But you may be trying to determine how you recover in the situation or how you build on the situation, where either you are looking at how to avoid being involved with assisting in the building and recovery of lack in a situation or with someone. Because in this Five of Coins, this man doesn't look exactly quite like he's going to help this guy out. So you may be struggling with whether or not you're going to help or whether or not you're going to receive help. Or you may be struggling with how to help or what should you be doing or not doing, so that perhaps you do not incur any lack in your circumstances or situation. Because with the Hangman, you want to avoid becoming stuck or stagnant or experiencing any delays. And you want to use wisdom here, but you definitely don't want to be held up in any way. So you're trying to figure out what it is you should do or can do, or what you want to take responsibility for if you don't want any responsibility at all. And so it's like you want to be optimistic, or there's a need for you to be optimistic and mindful of the aggression that either you are dealing with or the amount of aggression you may put into the situation, whether you want to or not. Because again, you want to be careful You don't want to start a fire that you can't put out. If that's kind of what this is geared to. So let's take a look at what your guidance is, Pisces. You have 2 cards. And the first one is Wolverine. You're a lot tougher than you think you are. Okay? So for those that these messages resonate, you know what this is about with the Wolverine and you being tougher than you think you are. Perhaps you are strong enough to remain disinterested to a matter where others are riled up and you not take a party to it or engage it. Because I feel like for you, even if you may be bored, it may be just something that don't have shit to do with you. And you have a tough enough skin to stand in that truth where it ain't got shit to do with you. Or if it does, you have a tougher skin to stand in your truth and try to seize the opportunity and manage the situation and create and bring about what you want in this matter, whether this is concerning family or relationship, work, money, or whatever you're dealing with that's in your material world or to do with your resources. You also have Octopus. Practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. That is your other piece of guidance. So maybe you're trying to go undetected so that you're not bothered or dragged into something. Or you may need to shapeshift or change in your behavior and actions in order for you to have an opportunity, or in order for you to shift matters where you may be bored by or discontented or disinterested by and no longer satisfied. And so you may be looking to not emotionally invest, and you may be on a, considering whether you should have fight or flight perhaps, or how much or little you may want to nurture or give to a situation or relationship. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.